This is my Geely Panda Mini, and I've owned this car for a few months now. Let me share my experiences to you. Owning this cheap Mini EV cost me around $7,000 US. I'll also show you interior of the car. And finally, how it drives and some of the pros and cons of this car. Prithitly, as you can already see, I have added a few things on the exterior of the car. See if you notice what I added on the car. Well, for practicality, I've added windows deflectors, rain visors for my side mirrors, and mud guards behind the wheels. And for cosmetic-wise, I have added a smiley lip in the front and some reflecting decals on my side mirrors and on my wheel caps. Now let's take a look at the interior. First, you will notice I got so much storage on my door that I even put a huge umbrella holder for my umbrella. I even have extra space for another bottle of water, putting it sideways. And in the front, there's actually a huge storage bunker here. So I decided to get an aftermarket holder with covers that split this long storage into two. Okay, back to the center, you will see that I've added a phone holder with even more storage space behind the center screen. I also added a few cute looking air refreshers as well. You can also see this USB and power outlets with a phone holder and a cup holder. This is actually an aftermarket armrest that I placed between the seats. I used on SSB for charging my phone. The other one is used for some LED lights that I placed underneath this armrest and underneath my front seats. If we look above our heads, there's a large glass rooftop that is only available for the top model of this vehicle. I've added a sunshade to ease the sunlight from entering the cabin. This shade actually comes with two different shades. One is fully shaded, and the other side is half shaded, so I can choose whether to let some light come into the car, but fully blocks it on a very hot day. And moving to the back, these two little guys are my rear passengers. At the back, you can see the LED lights added underneath the seats, and there isn't anything interesting at the back except there's actually a cup holder for the rear passengers on the doors. It is available on both doors for both rear passengers. And this is how my car currently looks like. If you already have watched to this point of the video, I assumed you were still interested in watching my videos. Please kindly support me by leaving me comments, giving a like, and even considering subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your support in advance. Oh yes, I forgot about my tissue holder dinosaur, buddy behind the passenger headrest. Into the driving experience of this car. This car is not exactly a luxurious EV on the market, so the ride quality is more or less like a basic vehicle. But no, the car itself actually feels quite solid compared to its competitors. In fact, it drives like a regular car, such as a Toyota Corolla or a Honda Civic. The only exception is, it is quite a bit faster in acceleration at the traffic light. If you are not into speeding and breaking the law, that is. I say this because under the normal drive mode, this car only goes up to 80 kilometers per hour, and the sport mode will max its top speed at 106 kilometers per hour. That means this car can barely hit the highway with its tiny motor that converts to only 42 horsepower. After all, this is a city car, and it is not intended for anyone to go on a road trip. This is an excellent daily city driver. It is easy to drive, easy to maneuver in tight space, and super easy to park. The car has mobile Bluetooth keys, so you don't really need to carry a physical key around. There's also no start button in the car. As soon as the car senses and connect the Bluetooth on your phone, the car can be driven right away. You're in the car app also allows me to turn on the air conditioning in advance, which is a little surprise for a car at this price point. The car also comes with backup sensors and camera, which is not exactly useful for a tiny car like this. And this car also supports fast charging. That means I can charge my car at any charging stations. Why is this so special? At the time when I purchased this vehicle, the competitors of this car did not support fast charging. That means those cars have to use a regular home electric socket and charge the car by 2 kilowatt per hour, whereas my car to support that and also 22 kilowatt per hour fast charge. This would make my Geely Panda much more convenient, and that also means I can use this just like any other regular electric vehicles out there. And also because of the price of electricity, I'm not going to suffocate myself in my car, so my air conditioning is always on whenever the sun comes out. And it is too tempting to accelerate faster than everyone else at the light, especially when no one expects a tiny car like this can go this fast. It is time for the cons of the car. I won't lie. The advantage of driving a small car is also a disadvantage as well, even though this car is by no means a slow vehicle, but other drivers will see my car as a turtle and they will cut me off in various methods to do so. I guess most people are waiting to see what I have to say about the range of this vehicle. The official number is 200 kilometers. I had never once did achieve that. I'm more likely to get around 141-40 kilometers of range, according to other owners in the car app. People who are able to actually achieve and beyond 200 kilometers are people who accelerate slow and will not drive above the speed of 60 kilometers per hour. And according to owners from the north, they can only achieve that when the weather is at mid-20s Celsius, when they don't use neither the heat or the AC. As for me, I might have been accelerating a little faster than most owners. As I mentioned before, this car is a very affordable vehicle. The ride quality can be bumpy depending on the road conditions. And another thing is, the rear passenger are sharing the car's trunk space. So they are literally sitting in the trunk if you have any rear passengers at all. So it is impossible to use the trunk when you have rear passengers. I personally only have rear passengers maybe twice since I own the vehicle. I personally don't feel much of a problem. And that's about all I can think of about my car right now. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions or concerns. Thank you for watching this video.